Hello there, everyone. This is No Name Spore back with We're the Waves 2, where we figure out what happens when we take the all-big gun design concept to its extreme conclusion. Last episode, we designed the Orion class of battleship and laid them down, as well as the Fortune class of destroyer and laid those down, and basically said, "Oh, we don't have the budget for a, you know, light or new light cruiser design." Before I looked over here and realized that, oh wait, we do. We're about to be a little over 2,000 in funds. Or we're about at, not a little over, a little under 2,000 in funds. So that should be enough to afford two light cruisers in addition to everything we're currently building. Now, last time, or recently, we were building 5 Charybdis class cruisers. These are actually protected cruisers. I would rather do proper light cruisers right now. I will require these new light cruisers to be capable of 28 knots, and I am going to start with a 7,000 ton vessel, but just note that is subject to change. And we will be putting 6-inch guns on it, 2 central firing position. No, I'll do 3, just because I usually have the extra. I'm going to increase the deck and only do 2 of those. Maybe only do 2-inch turrets. That these are like proper deck mounts. Um, So only single turrets. No, I can't get super firing positions yet. So I am going to do an F and a K and do cross deck. Um, okay, so what can we get? So W makes sense. Does like an L make sense? L. Actually, no. Let's not do cross. Part of me is like, let's not do cross deck. And then there's part of me which is just like, screw it, do cross deck. But I don't think I want to do cross deck. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I'll do a D, an E, and an S, and a T. So we can... Now we can get the full 8-gun broadside. Or full 8-gun broadsides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. And I actually want to make sure that this turret is visually elevated. Um... It might honestly be good if I, like... Wait, can I get, like, broadside mounts on this? Nope, I cannot. But I was thinking about just putting a little bit more mass on it so that if I want to, rebuild this into something better in the future, I can. Which I think I will. The, the classic, no-name cruiser rebuild. If you watch the old Canada campaign, we would have seen a couple of those there. I think I did some in a German campaign, although I'm not sure I really posted that German campaign. I know I posted another German campaign, or have been, or was, for a bit. I need to do that again still. Um, but that's not the one I don't think that's the one I think there was one I was posting just regularly on the Discord server. I think that would more do that. We'd have a small superstructure back here to just block that turret from firing aft. Which I guess is a bit of a design, or I guess that is a little bit of a design flaw, but well, I need to justify the cruiser being built the way it is. Gotta have a design flaw then to prevent that from working. What do I do? I'll go back here. align properly. No. Align on the exact spot I want you to. It's like I cannot get my mouse nice enough to place this down. I'm like constantly a pixel off. Good enough. Okay, I kinda did not expect that, but I guess that'll work for now. Okay, so that's structure 2. Structure 3 would be a little bit more up here. I guess what we'd probably wind up with like a conning tower built in down here, but then go here. Kind of have our actual bridge. Oh, I've already hit 12. Okay, cool. So something like that for the main bridge. Um, on top of that, we would need the mast structure. So I do. So I'd probably do like this, um, this, this, out, back here, to the side, maybe about like ish. But then I'm actually gonna just do. That looks interesting. Weird kind of checkerboard pattern. So then structure 5 would probably be an aft mast located here. And then structure 6 I can just put anywhere. Have it be whatever the hell I want it to. So maybe I'll just kind of build a little thing around like funnel. I'll do that. That'll work. Those will be like some small searchlight platforms. I guess it'll be called the Brilliant class of cruiser. That'll take 2 months. Yeah, we should extend the security arrangement. And there comes my money back. Got my money again. Oh, we can get early airships now. There's nothing preventing me from building airships here, so I should probably go ahead and do it. Where would I want airship bases? Where do I think I'm gonna need... Where do I think battles are gonna happen where I need recon? Um, I'm not gonna build one in Riga, but I think I will need one in Vow, and I think I would need in or Revel. I think those two I would need air bases. Um, Probably in places off of the United Kingdom as well. So airship bases, Plymouth's probably good. I actually like to see. Actually, I think that would be good, just kind of along England. So maybe the next one I'll do at Grimsby. So we have a little bit of recon coverage. I will take that offer. It'll. Oh, it didn't increase tensions at all. So tensions must have just declined with everyone who that increased tensions with. So we're good. I got more budget out of that. Hey, we got some bases done here. All right, let's build another airship base in Harwick and another one over in Rosyth. And then maybe I'll need one in Scapa Flow, but I think it would be a good idea to also build one here in Ireland in Cork. It'd be fun to consider Belfast as well at some point. I don't see a Mediterranean fight too soon. If I did, I'd probably want one like here at Malta. Yeah, I'll build one in Malta then. But I probably need to get some around Japan too. I will sell that to Italy so I have a little bit more funds. Let's build an airship base here in Korsakov. Um, build an airship base at the Lautang Peninsula, Port Arthur. Build one in Kiachu Bay at Tsingtao, just to give myself good reconnaissance if I do get into an East Asian war, as well as probably want one at Hong Kong. All right, I was gonna look over what battleships are being built. So that's what Japan is building. Okay, so let's look. So Germany, so we know what Deutschland was. I mean, we fought her, and they also built Vetten of the same class. So these are basically HMS Dreadnoughts, but a little lower. So we did fight Goben a couple times, didn't get her. Von der Tann is actually a little bit better. A little bit better. I think that's using the Invincible template, but actually, giving it the two side guns. Although its armor is garbage, but its speed's better. And then they switched to the Moltke class, which, okay, there's use the Von der Tann um, template. 8 11-inch guns, 9.5-inch belt, so not great. But that's probably a little bit like a Moltke is probably a little bit more comparable to my Indomitable class. On the other hand, a Lion would completely crush them. And Germany has no battleship response to. Okay, even Germany's best battleships are like equivalent to my worst. Like that's their best battleship. This is my worst. I Yeah, that's probably about an even fight between those two. Although Germany, they have actual secondary guns and mine don't. So that would help them. But I got cruiser escorts and stuff to kind of help that out. France. Let's look at France. France is a potential enemy. So they built the Duquesne. These look like they were using the Dertan template and wound up being classed as battleships, and are likewise like that. 8 11-inch guns is not great, presumably with cross-neck fire. They did follow that on with the Brennis class, which is basically Dreadnought but with 13-inch guns, so a little better, but that's a little bit more competitive to like HMS Dreadnought, HMS Centurion, but Barfleur would beat it. And then they built the Messina, which is basically the same thing. A little less well protected, better secondaries though. They're building Bouvets, which are 25,000 tons. Actually, Germany doesn't have any more capital ships under construction. They're only building. Hey, Germany? What are you doing with your funds? What are all of your funds going towards? Germany, you have 2 light cruisers in construction and 4 submarines. And that is it. What is your government spending? What is your government spending your money on? Where is all of that funding going? I don't know. What are you putting that into? Are you just having issues rebuilding ships or something? I don't know. Oh yeah, I was still looking at ships. So France, they also have 2 battle cruisers. So they got Tourville and Dunkirk. Dunkirk's very similar to an Indomitable, and Tourville's a little worse. Russia, another potential enemy. They are actually working on dreadnoughts, or they started work on dreadnoughts. They have these garbage things. I mean they're fast and kind of light. There's probably several things holding them back. If they're getting them on that tonnage, those are probably like cramped, short range. Then they have you armed a battleship with 10-inch guns, Russia. Good job. Good job. This, I mean, it's better armored than, but this is more equivalent to like my armored cruisers. In fact, my guess is that my 4 armored cruisers here, these 4, could probably go in and beat this thing up. So they have a battle cruiser on top of that, and it's basically just a standard Dertan, a little slower, on the slower side, on the lighter armor side. Yeah. The United States, what are they at right now? So, in terms of battleships, they have 2. It looks like they're going to be pretty similar. Basically have a dreadnought, 1 knot slower, and they have, another dreadnought with a super firing aft turret. Um, which is also, 1 knot slower. Battlecruiser wise, okay, that's like an implacable layout. Forgot to put the funnels down. Um, yeah, not bad. Not bad for its time. Then we have these ones, which are more comparable to my Indomitables, but they are building a couple 27,000 tonners here. Commissions. Oh my god, they're building another dreadnought layout. Japan. So Japan is a potential enemy we could fight. In terms of dreadnoughts, they have the Iwami class, Iwami Kashima. Um, oh god, that's kind of very bare bones. 6 11-inch guns, 10.5-inch belt, very slow. Well armored, but slow and poorly armed. So then they have Hatsus, which is basically a dreadnought layout with 13-inch guns and 9.5-inch belt. Hopefully those aren't negative twos. Well, hopefully for them. Hopefully for us they are. They have this battle cruiser, basically Wami with that belt's tiny, 25 knots, a little slow, 13-inch guns. And then Italy, who's our ally. I'll actually see what we can get out of them. So they join us in battle. It looks like they largely have these ships with 6 times 13-inch guns and then times 12-inch guns. These are basically, indomitable layouts. They're building another battle cruiser. Actually, that's a bigger one. Japan's building a couple bigger ships to replace stuff. United States, those 2 battle cruisers might be a little scary. With Russia, I mean, the Ismails aren't scary. Maybe Navarin and Paratrista Maria look a little scarier. France really isn't building. The Bouviers are maybe a little scary. Germany's not building anything, and then we're sitting here actually building some proper capital ships. So what I've concluded from this is currently no nation can counter a Barflower. There is no AI nation right now that can counter a ship I built 4 years ago and have four of. And then immediately followed up with another two very similar ships. Nobody right now can beat my top six. Nobody right now has a ship better than my top six. I have the six best battleships in the world. Or I have the six best dreadnought battleships or battlecruisers in the world. And then after that, Dreadnought, Centur or the two dread yeah, after that, my next six ships are probably, mixed in to the next best from all the other nations. And I'm about to have this thing complete. And then two Orion class. Um, oh, awesome. Larger destroyers and better quality 6-inch guns. That both those are excellent to have now. Okay, so airship bases, I think I'm pretty confident over here. So let's say we are fighting France. Where do I think I'll need recon? If how much base capacity do they have down? How much base capacity do they actually have down here? Djibouti and Madagascar. They don't have a lot, so I'm not sure I'll need too much recon over here. I think this is probably a little bit more concerning. I assume these are not heavily expanded at all. No. Um, yeah, South Pacific I could probably fight without much recon. Um, just mainly looking for, where would I need recon the most if I go to war with various nations? Um, I mean, Egypt could be good. I'll build one in Alexandria. I only think I need one Egypt. Um, like Zanzibar would be a good location, and I don't know, maybe like Singapore. Build one in Singapore. I'll build one in Kota Baru. And then I'll probably just get an additional one at Zanzibar. And that should give me good coverage in the Indian Ocean. West Africa, I don't think they have a lot of base capacity there. Not really. Probably looking at invading the Congo. I might want to get one in Gibraltar. There we go. That's a good airship base in Gibraltar. Be good extensions of everything. And should give me good recon over everything that's going to happen. Maybe Portsmouth would be good at some point, or Harwick. Actually, I think I built one in Harwick. But I mean, I would consider another one in Portsmouth. Russian government. You know what? Tensions are low with them. I will sell. So we're at the point now where I should probably be thinking about the next battlecruiser design. And my thought is, I'm probably just going to stick with the Lions, but make them like slightly better armor. Um, Maybe I will just increase the deck armor to like 2.5 inches, just so we get that very steady increase. Um, I'll keep it to the same knottage, but yeah, we'll be looking at 10,000 tons heavier. So, what are other big cats I can name it after? Okay, so I just did list of big cats. So top representative ones: cougar, tiger, leopard, lion, jaguar, cheetah, and snow leopard. Um, so I think Either Cougar or Jaguar. Or Leopard. I'm gonna name her Leopard. HMS Leopard. Although I really hope that I don't already have like an HMS Leopard somewhere in my destroyer lineup. If I do, then she'd be renamed. We do have an HMS Lynx. Um, Not seeing like any of those sunk yet, so. Ooh. Ooh, in Iceland. We got Iceland. So that did piss off a couple of nations. Um, Air bases are finishing up. Okay, so I'll wait a turn to build Leopard. Okay, so the situation with Germany and Japan is getting worse. So what I'm going to start doing here is I'm going to start activating some of my ships. So probably the Victoriouses will need to be active, and probably the Indomitables. Also consider Royal Oaks for activation. All the Charybdis and all the Charybdis class cruisers will be active, and I think all the 900-ton destroyers will be active. Um, and I will want to be deploying a force ready to fight Japan. So Japan is sitting on 4 battleships, 2 battle cruisers. Um, actually, I'm going to activate those guys. Okay, so I'm going to take 4 battleships over to Japan. Um, Actually, I'll take 6. No, I'll take 4. And get those 2 and send in the Charybdis class cruisers. As well as maybe the Oak class destroyers. Um, I guess I'll get that group going to maybe not Northeast Asia, but rather Southeast Asia. Um, Now I do need more ships in the Mediterranean, so I am going to have to move something down there. Ship these guys into the Mediterranean for now as Nards are rebuilt. And the Savages are rebuilt. I'm going to activate 2 of the Barfluid. I guess Centurion and Rodney are technically holding back, so I'll let them. No, I'll take that offer. Get another brilliant class. I'm gonna protest that proposal. Okay. I think we are on the cusp of war. Let me just do like a gunnery doctrine thing, and I'll move you back to Northern Europe. So, actually, I'm gonna move one of you down to Southeast Asia. I'm gonna move you down to Southeast Asia as well. I have no idea. Who necessarily we're gonna fight here. I think any Andromeda class in the Mothball fleet is going to be brought to the reserve. Any Europa class as well. Um, but I'll probably leave all the Benbows mothballed throughout the course of this war. I think I should probably be reactivating at least those guys and some of those guys out to the reserve fleet. I'll just keep those guys in mothball because I'm losing a lot of money right now. Um, so I will order Leopard built, but I'm going to immediately halt her construction until Tiger is done. But yeah, we did just get Lion service. That's good. So I guess next time, I think that's it for this episode. Next time we will figure out who we go to war with and have to fight, and yeah, that'll be fun. Yeah, I will see you guys next time then. Links to my Discord, Twitter, and Twitch are down below. Only the Discord's important. I really don't have much else to say. Bye! What is that? Why am I me? Why do I do this? Why can't I just say bye normally?